Hey everybody, so today I'm just going to do a quick little video about cat eyeliner, which I feel like is really hard and never quite comes out the same. And I cannot do it without a mirror, which is why I'm awkwardly in the bathroom. You get a nice little shot of the bathroom. I hope the acoustics are good. So I'm going to be using a felt tip liner, which you kind of get a similar effect to a liquid liner, but I think it's a little easier, a little less messy. This is Stila. I don't think anyone really knows how to say that. Not that you could tell because I've worn the label off, but that's a good sign. I've had it a while and still works pretty well, so I do recommend one of these. I'm not great with liquid liner. So cat eyes, I feel like there are a lot of different ways to achieve this look, which I kind of hate. I want to know the best, the fastest way to do it, but of course, I mean, right off the top of my head, I can think of, I know some people do, like, put a piece of tape here just to get that angle. Since we just moved, we don't have any tape, so that one was out of the question. And then, obviously, to just, no pun intended, wing it. Just came up with that. It's pretty good. Just kind of freehand it, which is what I normally do whenever I get inspired to do this, and you know, varying results. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they just keep getting like wider, longer and longer as I try to make them symmetrical, which I think is the hardest part, no matter how you do it, just getting them to match. It's like, I feel like you're going cross-eyed in the mirror. But I mean, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about that. And honestly, the only way to get good at this, or better at this, I wouldn't say I'm like an expert, is to just do it. I know girls that have been doing cat eye since they were like 14, and they're pretty awesome at it, but I haven't. But this way that I'm gonna do today is sort of easy, ish. We're gonna like connect the dots. So basically a little dot above our iris where we want that line to start getting a little thicker, and then a dot kind of off of this angle to where you want your the line to meet. So, and I mean, you can do it down on the bottom too. I think for simplicity's sake today, I'm just going to do a basic line on the top. And if you want to, just to make sure that that dot is off of that angle, if you're really like a technical kind of person, you can use this is just what I happen to pick up, something to ruler, I don't know what people have in their bathroom, to do that dot, just to make sure it's kind of off that line. And maybe like make the dots on either side first, so that way you can kind of look and see if they're approximately in the right place. So again, I have to look in the mirror to do this, so please bear with me. I've tried things in the viewfinder and I don't know what it is, but it just like messes me up. So let's see. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see. Oh, there's the mirror. Okay. So I'm gonna do, I stretch my lid. I've read things to say like, don't ever do that for a cat eye, but after, it is so hard to just look straight ahead and draw that line on. I grab it and I stretch it. So I'm gonna do a little dot. Kind of above your iris. And then, I'm not gonna use the comb. I'm gonna do a dot to about where I want that to go. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of looks like I'm about to get plastic surgery. Okay, so I'm gonna do it on the other eye before I do a line. Somewhere in the middle there, and then, so in a way, this is freehand, because we're just kind of, it feels like we're randomly drawing dots on our face. And I mean, it is freehand, but it's just, for me, it's less just like random, like, oh, where do I end it? It's, I don't know, it's just helpful, like, okay, this to this, I can do this. So, and it's not that we're not gonna have any eyeliner from the dot in, but we'll do that last and just kind of go back and do a really thin line. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I hope you can see me. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do it in the thingamajigger, but I can't. I'm not that good. So we're just doing little strokes. This is nerve-wracking doing this live. So little baby strokes. Wow, I made this dot really far out. So we're getting there. Okay, we're not done, don't worry. Okay, so first step, we've connected the dot. We're gonna go back in and fill it in a little bit. Let's do this side first. So, I'm like shaking. You guys make me nervous. We're gonna connect. Shaking is probably not ideal for this. So maybe do it before you have your coffee. Okay, sorry. Just kind of like froze, like what's going on here? Okay, so we've got a basic line that we can work off of. We can make thicker, we can kind of fill it in. It's just like coloring with a marker, especially with this thing, it's fun. So you can see how it's just like a line and this is empty. We're gonna go in and kind of color that. I'm even going to, I know this isn't what I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna just make another little line. These come out different every time, I swear. There's just so many different ways and kinds of cat eye. This one's kind of a dippy one, which I don't really like. The good thing is you can always change it. I know it's scary. We'll come back to that. It's getting on my nerves. Okay, so we're gonna go to this side and kind of fill it in a little bit, make it a little thicker. This eye is easier for me. I think everybody has kind of a side that is easier. I don't know why, but when I pull in my eye, I feel like my voice completely changes. Oh, see, I like this so much better than this. And they don't match, and that's gonna happen. And it's frustrating, especially if you were in a hurry. So don't do this when you're in a hurry. Okay, so then from there, I just kind of figure out, okay, where does it match and where does it need a little love. Golly, it's a lot of love. I just filled in that corner a little bit because it looked nuts. I'm gonna do the same over here. I know, I'm probably making this seem harder than it really is, and it's not, I promise. I'm just crazy. Okay, so looking straight ahead, it's a fun test. You can totally see this one is thicker than this one. So then I'll just add a little bit to this. This is how I get out of control with like Cleopatra eyes. Another handy thing to have would be a Q-tip, maybe some eye makeup remover. I don't know many people that can get it perfect without using that. And for this one, I might just clean up around it a little bit. But we're getting the idea. They're pointy, they're catty. I think this one needs to extend a little bit. And so once I'm kind of satisfied with the outer corner, then I'll go back in the middle part, or sorry, the inner part, and just kind of do a thin line. Nothing crazy, but just so it doesn't stop so abruptly. And you may, I don't know, you may, if you feel more comfortable with a pencil. See, we're just gonna fill that in a little bit so it's not like, whoa, no eyeliner. I just interrupted myself. That's pretty bad. If you feel more comfortable with the pencil liner, which I totally and completely do, you can go on the bottom and kind of smudge it up, and doesn't have to be such a crisp line. It's harder. I think this is harder than any sort of eyeliner. And it's so hard for me not to blink while I'm putting it on. I bet y'all are getting some real interesting side views. Okay, sorry, I had to stare for a minute. So close enough for me. Again, if you're like super duper detail oriented and notice everything, then you're probably looking at me like, lady, get it together. But for me, just a little bit of a flick on the sides is fun. The rest of my makeup is very simple, and my eyeshadow is just, it's from the Naked palette. It's called Naked and then Sin. I know the names are so crazy. Sin on the inner corner. A little bit of mascara. Never hurt anybody, because my eyelashes are invisible without it. Blah, da, da. This is when I wish I knew how to like insert music into videos. I can't do any of this stuff. The like movie edit stuff. It's beyond me. Okay. That is boring to watch, so I'm gonna stop. Alright. I hope this was. I am learning right alongside of you with this crazy cat eye, but it's not going anywhere. That's the good thing. It's not like a trend, you know, that's gonna stop. So you can just play around with it. There are different things to do, different types of eyeliner. I would love to do more, maybe with a pencil, which I do feel a little more comfortable with. And yeah, just keep playing with your makeup. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.